Well, hello there, Commonwealth. This is Great Grandpa Gamer. That is a steam engine water tower. That's concept art. We're going to make ours a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more traditional, but we're going to build one right in the middle of Sunshine Tidings. Let's get on with it. You know that building circles in Fallout is really tough. So what we're going to do is use a trick we used before, and that is to rotate one piece of quarter floor on a post. It occurred to me that in order to make a wall, I would not only have to create the center, but I would also have to create kind of a template or a jig so I could replicate this. So by extending the floor out two pieces, that creates a snapping point that I can use for the jig later. And now by rotating, we'll add more and more balcony railings all the way around. It may take you a few times to get it quite right. I know it took me several times. That's all right. It goes faster the more you do it. Extending out so I can have the jig, creating the snapping points, moving the spacer. Okay, we're building our curve, going all the way around, piece by piece. They did not meet perfectly. We didn't really expect it to. What goes perfectly in Fallout, I don't know. But it gave us opportunities to see how we can fix it. You see that gap right there? Well, I'm living with that, and we'll do something about it a little bit later. Okay, yeah, and we know that I probably can't place the same floor all the way around. The collisions will prevent us from doing it at some point. Look at that. That one's snapping to make a liar out of me. Can't believe it. That's all right. I'm going to go with the game plan I had in the first place, and that is to use a quarter stack foundation on every other one. And then we'll choose the wire mesh floor from the warehouse build. Look at that guy snapping. I can't believe it. He's clipping right into the other one. Oh well, this will work for you though. Don't count on the clipping. These warehouse mesh floors will merge right in. And we'll fill in the bottom as best we can. We cannot get it perfect. Now, believe it or not, this is the roof. It's not the floor. But can you imagine if we just put a big old rubber mat on top of it? That would provide the ceiling that we need. All right, I'm gonna put a pillar right in the center and raise my work off the ground. So we're away from the template, away from the snapping template, the snapping jig. That sounds kind of funny. I wanted to go a little bit higher. I'm not sure that I wouldn't end up with a big group select problem if I don't go high enough. So let's just go as high as we can and not have to worry about it at all. Okay, so all I have to do is just use those boards that I used in the template, snap them on back, place my railings. I decided to kind of stagger them, make a pattern up top. Yeah, got one. Snap back for the next one. That middle one is the spacer. Remove the spacer. So you see how we're going to make the next layer of the wall. And then we'll just raise it up like we did the other. It's not letting me go all the way up. I have bigger gaps than I wanted. And my last one, I was careless. I had a much bigger gap than I wanted. That caused me a bit of extra work. But you could be more careful than I was. Raise them high enough. See all those gaps in there? Yeah, I'm going to have a battle on my hands. Okay, let's position our water tower. Right about there ought to work. Okay, this is the floor. We'll do the same thing we did upstairs. I'm going to position a few pillars inside to do two things, kind of cover up a few gaps, but also to create snapping points for me to use Great Grandpa Gamer's pillar trick, where it'll snap to the half pillar that's inside there, put one below. And I'll do that to every single point. I decided I wanted to use upstairs. I'll remove everything that is inside the structure and then snap them on down to the ground. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So I looked from below after I placed a few of these rugs on there, and it looks really good. It looks scrappy, it looks junky, but it looks right. I think we've got our winner right here. Now I'm going to create some posts out of the old fence posts. I'll take the white picket fence for spacers. There we go. I created a second layer below. I removed the white pickets, but I lowered the top down. I can raise it back up. You see that one fence post on the ground? That is my anchor point. It makes sure that I can snap the rest of them to the same place every time. As long as I don't move it. It looked like I moved it a little. Okay, so we'll fill in some of the gaps. And the first time I tried this, they were all too tall. So before I lowered the last set, I saved. So I can have a second try later. I still got some gaps up here. A few of the weapons racks, and we will snap some artwork to it so it doesn't look, what, how do I want to say it, kind of cheesed? See, on the outside, those weapons racks look fine. And now, by snapping one of these glowing posters to it, looks fine on the inside too. There are a few other features I didn't quite like. Again, some more fence posts. Don't worry about making this thing look scrappy. That's the whole intention, isn't it? Okay, so there's some, a way to get the water out of the tower. So we'll sneak some ball track back to the tower. Well, that's working better than I'd hoped. Let's see. Let's put a curve on it. I don't want it coming out in the middle. That will even curve it some more. You get the idea there. You can place any water runoff that you want, any way you want. Okay, let's scar up the outside a little bit more. Just a few added pieces. I think it makes it look scrappier, but also better, more realistic. Now here's a bad decision. It's a very bad decision. But I felt like doing it. Nothing in this world could stop me. Once I get stubborn, it's over. Good, bad, it doesn't matter. Here's another very, very bad choice. Not making the table, that's okay. I'll tell you why in a moment. I decided to make a big old round table for the center of our structure. So yes, we did lower the one round piece we could find. That is 4 concrete floors. Just making a circle, lowering it to the top of the table, center it, then raise it up so it matches. And yes, that is a big table. Now, I'm not going to rug glitch. I'm going to group select the rug. That is not a rug glitch. I moved the entire thing into the structure. And it took me 18 saves before I finally got that right. It really did. It just wasn't working. And one more thing, when I do the tour of the settlement, you won't see that table there. Nobody can sit around the table. It's terrible. So it's got to go. But it looks kind of cool. Let's take a look at the inside. Yeah, you can't sit on those chairs. Can't do it. Table's got to go. Oh well, I like the look, and it works visually. Here's at night. That's the water tower I had in mind. And it looks like a reclaimed water tower. Yeah, I'm rather pleased with it. Maybe there's a few more circles in your future. Who knows, right? Friends, I want to thank you for joining me. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye now.